Kensurfs here, and another shave video. Well, this is going to be one of many of a series of shaves dedicated to vintage aftershaves that I used back in the 70s. Wasn't really shaving too much in the 70s, but the 80s I was definitely shaving. And today is going to be part one of that flashback video. So today we're going to be trying out Pierre Cardin. Don't know if you guys have ever tried this out. I mean, it came in a cool bottle. Classic scent, cool bottle. It's still made today, but it's made by a different company that when it was originally made. And this one is like the second generation. This is a little newer or a little older than the one currently out. And I hear that the match of this one, who's it by? It's by Sumara. And I hear that this version is really close to the smell of the original. And I remember using this back in the 80s. So today we're going to take you back in time. We're going to try out some aftershaves, and I'm going to bring you back to the future, and we're going to try out some new products.
Yeah, you're going back all right, Mike. You're going back to the future, man.
So if you've never heard of Pierre Cardin, I'm going to take you back right now to a classic commercial from, I think it's 1988, this one. And the quality's not the greatest, but hey, at least you know it was on TV all the time. And it just made you want to try it. Here's a classic commercial for Pierre Cardin. Tell you, I'm going to have so many edits in this video. I hope it can all go together. Because originally, I was going to be using a 1979 Black Beauty in this shave, and I was going to be using some old vintage aftershave or some old vintage shave soap. But something happened at this weekend that kind of steered me to the products I'm going to use today, and I'll explain why. First of all, the soap. A new soap from Regiment shave soap I'm going to be trying out today. This is called Godspeed. And it's a mint smell. I don't know if it's peppermint or spearmint, but it's not even available on their website yet, but it's going to be coming out. And what happened is I took my daughter's 21, and she likes target shooting. Here we are in Southern California. You know, a lot of people go, oh, you're shooting guns in California, but she likes target shooting. And of all the guns that she likes the most, happens to be James Bond themed, Walther PPK. So I gave her my Walther PPK. She transferred it into her name, had to wait 10 days to get it. And we went to a gun show. Now, if you're in Europe, you're in Australia, you're in Canada, I don't know. If you've never been to a gun show, don't freak out with the term, because what a gun show really is, it's a museum where you can walk in, pick up, handle, and purchase artifacts from the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Korea, modern. So even if you're not interested in buying anything, you can go there and you can see some firearms from 1776. You can pick them up and handle them. See how heavy they are, see how they feel. And you're not going to get to do that in a war museum. I guarantee you, I was in some museums in England, stuff's behind glass. I've been in museums out here, stuff is behind glass. You're not going to touch them. But at that gun show, it was really great. So I'm walking around this gun show, and they don't allow photography for whatever reason. They don't want to have photography in the gun show. And I come across Regiment Shaving has a booth at this gun show. Check this out.
Yeah, you're not fully set up.
I mean, I've used their products before. You've seen I've used quite a few Regiment shaving products before. They're not too far from here. They're in the Inland Empire. So I mean, I ended up buying this to try out. I was asking, hey, is there any new shave soaps out there? And he's got this one. It's about to come out. And I said, hey, I'm going to try this. I got to try it. He gave me a deal, $10 I paid. I don't know what their regular cost is going to be, but it was kind of a show deal, let's call it. But I got a chance to buy this, so I'm going to try this today. Then also over the weekend, I got a message on Facebook Messenger from my friend David. And David is a jogger, a runner. He does 5Ks, 10Ks, I think, marathons, I think. And he's always trying to get me to run in a 10K or a half marathon. I don't know, 5K is good enough for me. But he contacts me and he says, hey, Ken, we're going to get a Sensor XL razor. I mean, these. And I said, well, it's easy. Go on eBay. They're everywhere. He says they're not. And I'm thinking, he's not looking. Gents, I don't know what happened, but this razor has become highly collectible. It is running $75, $85 now for a Sensor XL razor. And you can still buy the blades. Gillette factory Sensor XL blades. You can't buy the old vintage razor anymore, but you can buy the blades still. In fact, this is the European version. I had a friend of mine in Europe sent me this one. A little bit different than the one released in the United States. The handle is just a bit different. It's got the black rubber inserts and it's kind of aluminum or metal, just like, in fact, this one feels a little heavier. Yeah, but very close. So I thought, oh man, I don't know what piqued everybody's interest in the Sensor XL, but I'm going to do a Sensor XL with a real Sensor XL Gillette blade in it today. So Pierre Cardin Aftershave. I'm going to be using the Regiment shave soap. I'm going to use the Sensor XL. And I've got a vintage, ever-ready, pure badger brush that I'm going to be using. So let me start to get this ready. I'm going to put this in here, let it soak for a minute, and we'll get this shave underway. Guarantee you this video is going to run more than 15 minutes, so I do apologize for that. Oh, and I got about 2 or 3 days on this. My wife's telling me, hey, Mr. Shaver, why aren't you doing a shave video when we were out there in Temecula? And to be honest, it was her weekend. She really wanted to see Adam Sandler. And I figured if I stop and start doing a shave video, it just wouldn't have been... I don't think it would have went over too well. All right. Let's get this whipped up. Oh, man. It was a good weekend, though. She kicked my ass at roulette. I played roulette for over an hour. You know, minimum bets, $5 per roll. And I was sitting there for... I mean, I only dropped $70. I was sitting there for probably an hour and a half, and she was playing with 50. She left with 150. I left with zip. I mean, I got free drinks, but free soft drinks. They nail you for the beer, these Indian casinos, unlike Las Vegas. But, oh, what a good time. And the Adam Sandler concert was awesome. I mean, they had Rob Schneider, Dave Spade, Nick, oh, I forgot his name, from Benchwarmers, and of course, Adam Sandler. And they happened to be filming this concert. I mean, they had cameras everywhere, security everywhere. The security guard had 4 17-round mags in his belt and his Glock 40 caliber. I mean, I don't know what they were expecting. I've never seen, the metal detectors, I've never seen so much security. But it was a big venue, thousands of people there. But they were filming it for either a special, a show, or a comedy album. So, you know me, I usually like to sneak the camera in and get some videos for you. Dude, they were on me like crazy. However, I was able to get a little bit, fraction, less than a minute. But here it is. he did a song, a dedication to his friend Chris Farley. And maybe you younger guys don't remember Chris Farley from Tommy Boy, Saturday Night Live, Black Sheep. What a great guy. But like Belushi and like Candy, we lost him too early. Sandler had a really good song. Like, you know, he had that Hanukkah song that became famous. This one was a tribute to his friend Chris Farley. And I was unable to get the whole song. But in my links, in my description of this video, I've got a link from somebody who 2 days earlier, I think it was from the Las Vegas show, they managed to sneak the camera in and film the whole song. So if you follow that link, and it's kind of moving, I mean, we lost a great talent. We lose too many of these great talent guys. And oh, what a shame. But if you get a chance, click on that video. I mean, so, hey, Chris Farley, dedicate this shave to you, buddy. You made me laugh hysterically on your Saturday Night Live skits and on your movies, and we lost you too early. So this shave I dedicate to you, Mr. Chris Farley. Rest in peace, sir. Man, it's just ripping through it, ripping through it. I don't know why they're so damn popular now, and people are snatching them up. If you get a chance and you see them, I'm not saying shave with them, but collect them. Because, you know, if you're a wet shaver, part of the fun is collecting. This has taken a ton of hair off. I would never have guessed that something like this would be snatched up. Sensor XL. I think I told you the story of when I started using this razor. I used to listen to Howard Stern a lot, and he had just got finished making Private Parts. You might have already heard this story. And he was filming his movie for about 3 or 4 weeks, and you know, he had to be clean shaven every day on set. So the makeup artists, the makeup people, he needed a razor that wouldn't cut him, and they recommended, and they provided, the movie company provided the Sensor XL. And when I heard that, I go, man, it's got to be a good, if the movie stars are using it, it's got to be a pretty damn good razor. So that really emphasized me using that razor back in the days when you could not get DE razors or blades unless you went into an antique store and got them online. Back there in the late 80s, early 90s, not a lot of people were online. So, man, I didn't know where to get the blades. Everybody ended up having to go cartridge in the United States, pretty much. But now the DEs are back. All right. Definitely not necessary. A 2-pass with a Sensor XL, 99.9% was removed on the first. If you never tried one and you come across one, I suggest you use the real blades with it, not the knockoffs. You'll probably have a bad experience with these factory Gillettes. Man. I don't know why the European version was a different color. And Dave, I hope you find yours on eBay soon. I'm keeping an eye out for you, buddy. When I find one, I'll send you the link. They have some mint in the package from the late 80s for like 85 bucks, 55 to 85 bucks. But it's nicer to find a used one that, I mean, it's nice to have the original packaging or this stand with it. If you can do that. So it was a nice long weekend. And BBS shave. Maybe that's why they're grabbing them. I got some Jovan musk coming. Other classic scent from the 80s. And denim, you saw that I have denim. And, oh man, I've got my Obsession. I've got my Eternity. Quorum. Some great classic scents came out of there. And if you find them reasonable and you haven't tried it yet, I really suggest you give it a shot. All right. Pierre Cardin. And this crap's gonna burn. Oh, yes, very bad. Oh. My wife's gonna hate this. She goes, all these 80 cents? Get modern. But man, you gotta have some memories. You guys, the young guys now, you know, probably 30 years from now, you'll be going, oh, Axe, body spray and everything. That was it, and those crazy Axe commercials. But I'm telling you, give this stuff a try. Makes a great display piece too. Let's see, I can probably put it right here next to the old Bulldog. Hey, thanks for watching. Sorry we went over. Hope you enjoyed the clips. Sorry I couldn't film that thing, but man, the security was just tight as hell. That thing ran over 3 hours. 3 hours. It started a little after 7, 10:20 it was out. And Sandler just kept going. Now they're probably going to edit it and make it a 1 hour and a half special. But if you get a chance, take a look at it. But look in this video, and what a great tribute to Chris Farley. We lost him too young. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.